Hey everybody, welcome to Wrestling Rants Reviews. Big Mike back here with again yet another day in wrestling history. That's right, today is June the 11th, and this is another day in wrestling history. I'm sorry it's getting up kind of late for some of you guys that are expecting it to be up in the morning, because some of you guys are right up early in the morning like I am during the week too. But it's the weekend after all, so hopefully you slept in like I did, um, and hopefully you had a good night like I did last night as well. But anyways, moving on. Today in wrestling history for June the 11th goes as follows. 1985, Andre the Giant wins the New Japan Pro Wrestling IWGP League, defeating Tatsumi Fujinami in the final. Now, before we move on, I would like you guys, my fans, my subscribers, can you tell me what the fuck the league is? Like, what's the New Japan Pro Wrestling League? I'm not a big follower of Japan style wrestling. Mind you, there's a lot of some good stuff over there, and I've seen it, but I'm not a huge follower, so I don't know what the league is, because I seem to be with this tidbit of useless knowledge every day in wrestling history. Someone seems to be winning the league. I haven't done my own research, so leave it up to you guys. If you guys know what it is, leave a message in the comments below, and let me know what the fuck the league is, alright? And if you don't, that's cool, I'll figure it out. And in 2003, Masahito Kakihara wins the New Japan Pro Wrestling Best of the Super Juniors tournament, defeating Koji Kanemoto in the final. So, there you go. A couple useless tidbits of information. Events that were held on this day, we go back to 2000. WCW held the Great American Bash, which was their final Great American Bash, and it was held in Baltimore, Maryland. We do know that the WWE used the Great American Bash name twice after that, maybe 3 times, because after that it just became the Bash. But anyways, moving on, Lieutenant Loco defeats the Disco Inferno to retain the WCW Cruiserweight title. Mike Awesome defeats DDP in an ambulance match. Scott Steiner defeats Rick Steiner and Tank Abbott in a Hardcore Asylum match. Hulk Hogan defeats Billy Kidman with Horace Hogan as special enforcer. The stipulation was if Kidman had to beat Hogan, Hogan would have been forced to retire. Same as this next match. Ric Flair defeating David Flair. If David Flair had won, Ric Flair would have had to retire. Vampiro defeats Sting in which was the Human Torch match. And Jeff Jarrett defeats Kevin Nash in the main event with Ernest Miller, a special guest enforcer, to retain the WCW World title. 2006, we seen One Night Stand 2. ECW One Night Stand, that's right. Well, WWE ECW, but this was a good one as well, but the first one was the best. But unlike the previous years, this One Night Stand had featured WWE wrestlers and matches. The ECW brand, like I say, debuted shortly after this pay-per-view. On this pay-per-view, we've seen Taz defeat Jerry Lawler, Kurt Angle defeat Randy Orton, the FBI over to Jerry and Super Crazy. Rey Mysterio fought Sabu to a no contest in an Extreme Rules match. After both men were kayfabe injured in a table spot, Mysterio retained the World Heavyweight title. Mick Foley, Edge, and Lita defeated Terry Funk, Tommy Dreamer, and Beulah McGillicuddy in an Extreme Rules tag team match. Balls Mahoney defeats Masato Tanaka in an Extreme Rules match. And RVD defeated John Cena in an Extreme Rules match to win the WWE title. And this match was great. Not because it was a great fucking wrestling match, but I just loved it because it was the first time you really heard Cena get fucking booed out of the building. He threw his shirt out to the crowd. It got tossed back a few times. And at one point, it seemed like somebody wanted to keep the shirt, and the fucking fans were like, throw it back or I'll fucking kill you, you know? And it was just, I don't know, amazing. Fucking amazing. You know, I don't know. It was just, I don't know. That was like the last good time in WWE or ECW. I don't know. It was really good. I'm getting a little bit of a chubby just thinking about it. Again, I'm having a Jeff Meacham day. You know, snorting and snotting and, you know, I'm sorry, my sinuses are out there, but hey, it works for him. Maybe I steal his gimmick. Maybe I'll become a fucking ginger and, you know, pretend I know everything. Anyways, title changes. 1981, Takashi Ishikawa and Akio Sato defeat the Von Erichs, David and Kevin to win the All Japan Pro Wrestling All Asia Tag Team titles. 1984, Chris Adams wins the vacant WCCW World Class Championship Wrestling Television title. And in 2003, AJ Styles defeats Jeff Jarrett and Raven in a three-way to win the NWA World title. Birthdays this day in wrestling history. Independent wrestling star Johnny Candido turns 29. Former AWA Tag Team Champion Mike Enos turns 48. Former NWA star Magnum TA turns 52. And Japanese hardcore star Shadow WX turns 42. And yeah, just having a quick look here. See if I missed anybody. Canadian independent wrestling star Eric Dawson's birthday is today as well. Happy birthday to you, Tyrant. Hopefully you have a great day. Fellow Canadian indie star, Ontario indie star. Good stuff. And if it's your birthday out there in the YWC and in TNA, or not TNA, YWC and YouTube, hopefully you have a great year to come and a great day. In memoriam, Toots Mont. We lost him in 1976 at the age of 82. For all of you that don't know who Toots Mont was, he was co-promoter along with Vince McMahon Sr. Of the WWF. Vince Sr. later went to buy out Toots, but Toots did certain things before he was gone. I guess you could say he kind of revolutionized the wrestling industry by introducing the now normal roles of bookers and agents. Mont was also one of the first to introduce a scripted finish to matches. He was also the man who brought wrestling back to Madison Square Garden after a 9-year absence in 1948. But after doing all those things, McMahon, being McMahon, pretty much bought him out, put him on the salary as a regular employee, and eventually Mont passed after he succumbing to an illness, which is the specifics were really unclear. So, anyways, our condolences go to Toots Mont on this day, and that's it for wrestling history for today. I'm Big Mike. That's Wrestling Rants and Reviews, and we'll catch you on the flip side.